Hello, my name is Gabriela Miranda, and today I'm going to show you a video about the designing differentiated instruction to meet specific needs. For this, I'm going to talk to you, I'm just show you this graphic organizer that includes 5 of the 13 disabilities categories under IDEA. IDEA is the Individual with Disabilities Education Act, that is a federal education law that requires that public schools evaluate children. In that way, they will see if these kids fit in one of some of the 13 disabilities categories. In this work, I just picked 5 of these disabilities that you can see in this chart. It's just gift talented, speech language disorders, attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder, emotional disturbance, and autism spectrum disorder. This part of the chart includes small descriptions. This includes to how this disability affects the academics of these children and how affects the social and communication skills of these kids. Now, I want to talk to you about the instructional strategies for autistic spectrum disorder kids. Okay, I'm going to show you 3 instructional strategies to help these kids. The first one of them is the augmentative and alternative communication, that is known to as AAC. The AAC can use sign language or picture exchange communication system. In this system, we can use pictures, images to teach the students to communicate through picture discrimination. And then, based on this, we can teach them to have sentence structures. Okay. This kind of instructional strategy, we can use it with pictures like that we can use on hand and show them to the kids on hand, and we are going to show the image. We are going to repeat or say the name of the image, and we are going to ask the boy or the girl to repeat for us the word. But this we can make it with assistive technology too, that could be used in an iPad, and this iPad would have an application with a pictogram ideogram communication application, and the kids will do the same but with his or her iPad. Then we have the universal design for learning. In this one we can use, like we know, this universal design for learning have 3 stages. One of them is the multiple means of representation, and in this one we are going to give visual support to develop to the kid. For example, now I choose that we are going to teach him how to use the voice volume. Okay, and I'm gonna show him this with I'm gonna show him a graphic that will include the sounds from the number 10 to the number 0, and in that way I'm gonna show the child what is an appropriate volume, and I'm gonna tell him, like, for example, number 10 is not appropriate because number 10 will be the volume that we use when we scream. Then I can tell him that number 6, for example, is the volume when a teacher talks to the class, and the number 4 could be the volume that anyone can use when they talk to the phone. Number 2 will be the volume of whispering, and of course number 0 is the quiet. Okay, no sounds at all. Then I'm gonna use multiple means of action and expression. That this is the second stage or a second part of universal design of learning. And with this concept, I'm gonna let the learner express that he understands the connecting symbols between the concrete and abstract idea about the appropriate volume that I just show him with the visual support that we used before. Finally, we are gonna uh, use the multiple means of engagement, and with this we are going to coping skills to teach him that. We are going to give him strategies. We are going to develop self assessment using video applications like the one that I including in this one, that is blabberize.com. In this one we can use the student picture and his voice, and with this one we are going to teach him with his image and his voice about all these different voice volumes. Finally, I have another instructional strategy for autistic spectrum disorder kids, and this one is the direct instruction. That is when the teacher have a small group and he do the activities within a small group. This is one option. Another one is a one-on-one structure, and this kind of kids, they used to have this so often with his own one-on-one paraprofessional. Then we can use student instruction adapted to student needs. And in this one, the teacher will direct a session. This means that he's going to make a lecture and a demonstration. And in this one, the teacher will direct questioning and cueing the student to respond. At the first time, maybe the teacher will have to give him to the student the answer, and and she's gonna let her know that he has to answer back the same thing. Okay, and then we have the teacher feedback and praise with the purpose of encourage the progress toward the learning goal, and this is one of the applied behavior analysis that is called to ABA. So I hope that this will be a very useful video about how we can use instructional strategies for autistic spectrum disorder students. Thank you very much.